expression, one type of speech is forbidden on Shabbos or Shabbos table. If you find yourself in a situation where forbidden speech, what should you do?
Okay, so there is it's a very good question. So there are two types, I would say, two types of forbidden speech. There's one speech that's forbidden always, which is Lashon Hara, which is speaking negatively about other people for no constructive purpose. And just one example, what would be for constructive purpose? For constructive purpose would be that somebody comes over to you. For example, he's at your Shabbos table. So let's just make up the situation and said, you know what? Actually, I have a son, and I know that on your block live this girl, and this family, this girl, and she was introduced. She was suggested to my son as a potential shidduch. Okay, so do you know the family? How long you've been living this block? How long they are you going to the same shul? So in this case, since it is for constructive purpose, because they are looking to make some kind of partnership, right? Is a marriage partnership, or somebody is trying to hire somebody for work, like to be in the charge of the register. Right, if you wanted somebody to be in the charge of register, where you need to go like on business for 1 day, 2 days, or 2 hours, like you need somebody reliable. So in this case, yes, you're allowed to ask the questions, and person, since he was warned that it is for constructive purpose, he's allowed to tell you all of the truth, of course, without exaggeration. Of course, one of the conditions that he must be, like, in some sense, neutral to that person. If he hates that person, he's not allowed to say a word, right? So, okay, not allowed. That's a story for a different discussion, right? So, but if just started to speaking about his neighbors, this and that, for no constructive purpose, so that's constructive purpose, I would say, to give an example. All right, practical example with practical story. That still you don't know who I'm talking about, and if you do know, even if you do know who I'm talking about, but that person is known Rasha, right? And I'm going to tell you, or to kids, if you're not going to change, if you're not going to change right now, you're going to end up like this guy, right? You think he always been like that? No, not always. Because he did this and that, and that's led him to this lifestyle. Understand? So you're allowed to say this. It is for educational purpose. For no reason, you're not allowed to speak. So that's this speech is also forbidden on Shabbos and not on Shabbos. But second type of speech that is forbidden on Shabbos, and it actually says in our Kiddush, it's a business speech. So business speech, like right, so you know what, I saw this car for sale, or I'm planning to buy furniture. I'm going to plan to go to vacation. Or how much were the tickets and stuff like that. So these business related questions would be prohibited, unless of course there is exception, right? But it's like in some sense. Some sages say it's like Michal Shabbos. So it's like he desecrates Shabbos. Like, of course, denigrate for sure. Right? It's not appropriate speech for Shabbos. Why? Because on Shabbos, we get this special neshama, like holy neshama that can absorb holiness and can produce holiness. So why don't you spend it on reading books? Right? Some books that you are not able to comprehend during the week. So now with extra neshama, with extra boost, you would be able to comprehend. Understand? So this, according to some opinions, it's not appropriate. But to have this business type of conversation. But according to some opinions, he's outright Michal Shabbos. And it's all joke in Yiddish, unfortunately. There are so many. I've been to this Lower East Side, where Moshe Feinstein used to live. There were many Jews, thousands, tens of thousands, and maybe 100,000, a lot. But now it's there's still like a big synagogues, but they have a Chinese store, they have I don't know, all of these gymnasiums, like very very sad situation. And unfortunately, these people, and when they asked Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, that's all what happened, he said because people spoke during the prayers. I'm very very fortunate. And there's an old Jewish Yiddish joke, right? There is expression "Nish Shabbos gerecht." Not to be said on Shabbos, but he said "Nish Shabbos gerecht." I heard that you sell your old car. The guy said "Nish Shabbos gerecht." I'm not talking like not to be said on Shabbos, but yes, "Nish Shabbos gerecht." How much is the car? Like "Nish Shabbos gerecht." I want 3,000. Right? And then they go, no, it's too much, this and that. There's scratches, like leather seat, not leather seat. And the guy was listening, another tour guy. He also asked the question, and he got Aliyah to the Torah. So he comes from Aliyah and says, Nish Shabbos gerech. So where's the last price? And they say, Nish Shabbos gerech, it's sold. You understand? And it's like, of course, it's a joke, but that's what's going on in shows, unfortunately. And today is always, also, people do business. Right, people who come to socialize. Unfortunately, not in my show, Baruch Hashem. I'm very blessed with that place. I mean, there is sometimes a clown or two comes, but not very often. It's only once a month or so. So we have to handle them, and that they don't speak during the prayers, like maybe like between the aliyahs. So like not so bad. But in other shows. There are a few places that I know next to me. I said to myself, never again, like they say about Holocaust. So I said, never again I come to this place. It's like Shina for sure is not there, unfortunately. You understand? Because people speak non-stop. And like in rituals, that's what they do. Like business people, they come. Oh, I'm very glad that I saw you, right? So I actually need from you this and that. Actually, let's do. They do business on Shabbos, unfortunately. Ashkenazi, Sephardi, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, very, 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 very sad situation. So we try to not to be in this environment, of course. Okay, what else? So two types of speeches for forbidden. One is also forbidden, and one is forbidden is only on Shabbos.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.